Now, all these people over here state that punish the ones who are guilty, punish the ones who have done something wrong, but don't punish the ones who have worked hard to reach where they are. They've had to actually write 3 exams. They've passed 3 exams, the prelims, the mains, and also go through a viva. Well, a lot of wasteful expenditure has been undertaken by the Hassan municipality. A sum of 5 crore rupees has been spent on constructing a compound wall for the power unit of a solid waste management centre. But no electricity supply has been firmed up. Only the electric poles have been erected so far. Similarly, a sum of 33 lakh rupees has been spent on constructing 3 storage pits for the same solid waste management centre. Now, these storage pits, it is being alleged that they are unscientifically constructed. Now, the Municipal Commissioner, Venkatesh Murthy, when questioned about this kind of misappropriation, says that they have not taken place during his tenure. Now, workers at a stone quarry in Chamarajanagar Taluk tried assaulting the media personnel today. They tried snatching the camera belonging to the media personnel. The media had got information about illegal explosives being used at the quarry, which belongs to a miner from Tamil Nadu. In fact, workers at a stone quarry in Chamarajanagar Taluk tried assaulting the media personnel. They tried snatching the camera belonging to the media personnel. What really happened was that the media had got information about illegal explosives being used at the quarry, which belongs to a miner from Tamil Nadu. Now, the BDA is synonymous with protests. In a recent incident, the BDA has been accused of not providing jobs to the deserving lot. Here's a report.
These people standing outside the BDA office claim that they have been cheated by the BDA commissioner. Their loved ones were former employees of the BDA, but they have lost their loved ones during their work tenure in the BDA. And according to the law, the jobs of CND section employees who have lost their lives have to be transferred to one of their relatives. But the BDA officials have failed to do it. The family members of the deceased workers have been wandering around the office begging the officials to provide them with those jobs. BDA officials have turned a deaf ear to these people. Instead, the president of the Workers' Committee has submitted a request letter to the BDA commissioner asking him to reappoint the retired workers because of the work pressure. This new move from the BDA has attracted protests from the family members of the deceased.
ನಾವು ಅನುಕಂಪದ ಆಧಾರಿತ 108 ಹುದ್ದೆಗೆ ಜಯಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ವಿಚಾರ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ 5ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು. ಈ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ಗೆ 60 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೌಕರ ಸಂಘದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋರನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಆಯುಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ.
However, the president of the BDA Workers Association has something different to say.
ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಲೆ ಬಾಗ್ಬಿಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾನೂನನ್ನು ತಿರ್ಚಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ, ನೀವೇ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿ, ಆಯುಕ್ತರನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ, ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ. ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ದಾಖಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ನಮಗೂ ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾತಾಡಲೂಬಾರ್ದು.
There are quite a few families that have lost their lone bread earners and now have no income coming in. BDA has to answer these distressed family members and provide them with a solution. Anand Burli, News 9, Bengaluru.
Now, Mount Carmel students hit the streets to demand justice for the 6-year-old rape victim. Hundreds of students today marched towards the Commissioner's office to submit their memorandum.
ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಮಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಸುಧಾರಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇವರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಯಾಯವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಪಕಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಇವರು ಉಪಕಾರ ಕೆಲಸ ಹೋರಾಟ ಯಾತಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷವರೆಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ.
In fact, my colleague Bansi was present this morning, and this is what he had to show us.
Well, the Mount Carmel College, Vasantnagar, is carrying out a protest march. This is from the college, they're marching out. Well, why are you carrying out this march?
We want justice. That's why we stand up, our heads right up for.
Okay. Why are you marching?
Just for our safety, for all the safety of the girls in this country.
Why are you marching?
So just because you wear something, you need not be harassed every time. I wear this jacket, still I get teased. What is the reason? I don't think so. I am at fault right now.
Okay, so the protest is by women who are making a point out here, and they're marching from Mount Carmel College all the way. This is towards the Ringwood Circle, and they'll be heading back to college. Now, all these women out here are making a point, and the point is safety. Safety is of primary concern, and they are asking the government and the authorities to ensure just that. Why are you marching?
I think we all deserve justice, and I don't think that my clothes describe how I am. And just because a man is dominant doesn't mean that he can rape me. I'm marching for the safer Bangalore. It's so insecure to step out from the house. So we want security, we want protection, we want freedom to walk out from the house.
To fight against women abuse. Day by day, the rape case is increasing, and after the incident happened, also the rape case is increasing by the number of.
The thing is, we want justice. The police have got the victim, and I don't know why they have not put him into the custody. So I need the justice. That's all.
Yeah, it's for actually against the rape cases that is happening. Like recently, you have heard Bangalore, it has increased a lot, and so we are against that.
Doing our bit to show our support.
For a safer Bangalore?
Yeah, safer Bangalore.
Unrape India.
We are marching for justice.
For a safer Bangalore?
Yes, for a safer Bangalore, for a safer environment for the girl child in India.
Okay, quickly let's ask them by way of show of hands. How many of you feel unsafe in Bangalore? Can you put up your hands? Okay, so there it is. For a better, safer Bengaluru, all of them marching. How much will it help is a big question. With camera person Abu, this is Bansi for News 9.
Welcome back. In fact, we have all the students right here in our studio. Now, before that, we have some big news coming in now. A 3-year-old girl raped in Talgatpura. This is the big news that we are now tracking. A 3-year-old girl raped in Talgatpura. The girl was allegedly raped on the 18th of July. Now, she's been brought to Bengaluru for treatment and has been admitted to the St. John's Hospital in Koramangala. The case has been registered in the Talgatpura police station. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, what more can you tell us about this?
Another heinous crime coming to light, Nolan. In this particular case, as you rightly pointed out, this girl is barely 3 years old, so younger than the victim. And this particular girl, we are given to believe, was raped on July 18th. And a massive manhunt has been launched. In fact, it is not known who exactly committed the crime. Apparently, the girl is in trauma. This particular crime, which has come to light, happened apparently in Tataguppe village, which falls in the Talgatpura Taluk area. So clearly, one more incident, one more bad statistic for this government, unable to come to terms with the fact that women are being so easily preyed upon and targeted by the notorious people who are engaged in these kind of activities, Nolan.
Now, Varun, do we know what's the condition of this little girl, and has the accused been apprehended?
There is no information about the accused, Nolan, at this point of time. Also remember, this particular incident reportedly happened on July 18th, and the girl has been shifted to the hospital, so she must be in severe pain and trauma, must not be in a position to actually communicate. So the police are perhaps biding their time, hoping that the girl will recover sufficiently before they are able to get to know what exactly happened. But investigations, we are given to believe, have started because the villagers could have provided some kind of initial information as to where they saw this girl. Because remember, this happened on July 18th, and somebody must have spotted this girl loitering near the village, and perhaps that clue would have been given to the police. But as of now, there is no information whatsoever about the possible culprit or culprits, Nolan.
Right, Arun, many thanks for all that information. In fact, that's the big news that we are now tracking. The girl has been admitted to the St. John's Hospital in Koramangala. The Talgatpura police are looking into this particular case, but here we are talking about a 3-year-old girl. In fact, we have some more big news coming in now. A 25-year-old woman allegedly raped, 23-year-old woman allegedly raped in Nanjangud. Now, the accused Nandakumar has been taken into custody. In fact, a 23-year-old woman allegedly raped in Nanjangud. The accused Nandakumar has been taken into custody. In fact, once more joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, another case coming to light now, this time from Nanjangud, and thankfully the man has been arrested.
That is of very little solace, Nolan. It clearly indicates perverted minds at work, and the very fact that this has been happening with so much of impunity in the state, going on to indicate that these gangsters, if one could use that word, are free at work. So there is very little that seems to be happening. In fact, remember, it was barely 2 days or 3 days ago that the government issued very strict guidelines to the police, asking them to be extra sensitive towards cases of rape. They, in fact, even also issued guidelines to schools in Bengaluru. But clearly, as far as these incidences of rape are concerned, it seems to be happening with such impunity that one is completely wondering as to what exactly is happening. Are we, as a society, harboring so many devious, perverted minds that we cannot have enough laws in place and law enforcement agencies to take severe action against them? Or is it that these kind of things are happening and we are completely shutting our eyes to and being oblivious to what is happening? So clearly a matter which requires extreme amount of deep thinking on the part of not just the society at large, but even the government, because clearly it looks at this point of time that we are completely losing it out, Nolan. As you rightly pointed out, this particular person in question, a 23-year-old woman, was a married woman, and that has happened in another village in Nanjangud. And as you said, the accused has been arrested, but that is of very little solace. Remember, now she will have to carry that stigma and trauma of having been a rape victim, Nolan.
Right, Arun, many thanks for all that. In fact, this is another big news that your channel is now tracking. A 23-year-old married woman allegedly raped in Nanjangud. The accused Nandakumar has been taken into custody.